Hello, good morning, happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Freight Be Moving, all things logistics, with me, Drew Williams, your host and producer. Today, the question is, where is the freight? Several sources this week I spoke with confirmed that freight volumes have dropped at ocean, ports, and LTL sectors. However, it's safe that freight's not going to go away. As long as we need household goods, personal hygiene goods, food, we know we're going to have freight. However, we see this ebb and flow is happening. What's causing it? When will it stop? If it will stop. Now, on February 14th, the Consumer Price Index report showed a rise of 0.5%. And the headline reads from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. The report shows that the Consumer Price Index for January, all urban consumers rose 0.5% in January on a seasonally adjusted basis after increasing 0.1% in December. The index also indicates that shelter was by far the largest contributor to this monthly increase. Also wrapped into this increase is food and gasoline, which many of you, I'm sure, have experienced higher purchases, more money being spent at the pumps and at the grocery store. So, this report outlines why the costs are going up. And with that, we can get some information about how that's influencing and impacting freight volumes. The other factor that's into this is the interest rate. Now, I flipped to the wrong report. So the current Federal Reserve interest rate is 4.75%, a 25% jump from what it was previously at 4.50%. So what that means is the cost of borrowing money is higher. Businesses borrow money so that they can make purchases for equipment, expansions, hiring employees, and small, regular people like yourself and myself, we also use borrowed money to make purchases and goods. So now the cost of borrowing money has increased. With that increase, companies are less apt to borrow money because it costs too much. So looking at all of these elements, what is a strategy that businesses can deploy while we are in this economic inflation situation? One of the things, businesses can consolidate shipments based on regions. Now, if you're a smaller shipper, you may not have this advantage. However, seeking assistance through a freight agent, a freight broker, a consolidation company, LTL companies, you can tag along and utilize a consolidation system so that you can lower your rates. Now, the one caveat to this is those prices may be higher based on how much room you're going to take up in the container. So that's something that you want to consider. Carriers can start looking for local freight within the area. Local pickup and delivery can be an option for if interstate transportation cargo volumes are low. So normally long distance haulers are moving from, say, Georgia all the way to New York. However, if that volume is not there, you may take a shorter route, Georgia to North Carolina to Virginia, and so forth, and going up the road. to do this type of strategy, you as the carrier are going to have to be looking forward. If you've got your access to technology, great. If not, then that's when you need to get with a broker. Now, everybody's going to be fighting for the same amount of freight. There's only so much freight in the system. As things start to loosen up, that freight volume will creep up. But right now, freight volumes are really tight. So everybody's chomping at the bit for the individual pieces of freight. Manufacturers should be looking for regions, placing their orders or shipping their orders based on their regions, attempting to consolidate in areas so that you're not sending little bits and pieces here and there. You know, tell the customer, hey, to help minimize cost for you and your customer, here's a new operation system we are temporarily putting in place until things begin to move forward. Just like when COVID hit, people and businesses implemented new systems to help with the COVID changes that were happening. That is definitely a plan that can be reorganized and restructured so that we can get through these inflationary spikes that we're going through right now. Now, if carriers are proactive, not reactive, to the current market, they can source shippers as they anticipate going to the next destination. Be mindful of who you're shipping for, the connection that they have with their customer. In other words, if you're shipping with a distribution center, you know that they have many commodities coming in and out. Find out, hey, if they have other commodities from other areas you may be going to, that you can position yourself when you get ahead of the game. Have your dispatcher get ahead of the game. And we may be getting into a position to where we need to be more transparent with the information that we're sharing during these inflationary times. So just think about those things. Now, using technology is critical to identifying local opportunities. Definitely want to get with your freight transportation agent and build that relationship to understand what their needs are as you're picking up and delivering for them, vice versa for the transportation agent. Identify, get a little bit more deeper information from your carrier to identify where they want to circle about as far as their transportation route. So the interest rates do not show that they're going down. Analysts are even projecting that they're going to go up some more. And with that, prices are going to go up some more. The cost of living is going to go up some more. Gas prices are going to go up some more. And especially in the freight transportation industry, being mindful of fuel price hikes is going to be key to cost control and understanding how to minimize how much traveling you're doing empty or deadheading while you're out there moving freight from point A to point B. So all businesses, large and small, it's time to reevaluate your strategies. It's time to figure out a cost control plan. That's what you're going to have to do. Sit down, evaluate the data, and think of a cost control plan to get you through this inflationary time. Many of you, this is the first time you've experienced such a thing and having a new business. Others, this is probably nothing new to you, as we've had these type of ebbs and flows in our economy for eons. So that is all for the show. Please share this with somebody you know that needs this information. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you know the next time that I have something coming down the pipeline that can keep you informed. And with that, leave comments down below. I'd love to hear your feedback on how you are getting through this economic spike of inflation and consumer price index, and how your strategies are realigning so that you can survive. All right, I'll see you next week. Peace.